just entered the 21st century. This century, if nations or people go to war, it will not be for oil or ideology or terrorism. It will be for water. This might be a prediction in a United Nations report. Unfortunately, it is already true of India, so early in the 21st century. Summer in India today is a time of conflict. Between town and country, farmer and flat owner, and within cities exploding, the middle class and the slum dweller. Everybody wants water. Only a few get it. Some manage a few buckets. Some can wash their SUVs every day, comfortably. There is inequity in the way in which water reaches people. Also, there is systematic chaos in the way water reaches people today. It is a twofold crisis. Since independence, water has been centrally managed. The government invested in large dams. It invested in pipes. Even today, if a pipeline from a relatively healthy river is built to a relatively healthy town, taps flow and peace reigns. Treated water flows in fresh. The town guzzles it. Then one day, the scenario changes. The town or the city must begin to rely on tankers and on bottled water, more costly per litre than milk. Water is a big business. 14 river basins comprise the basis of water supply in India. Today, they are so overused that the rivers have turned into trickles or stretches that carry only sewage. Groundwater, water pumped up from within the earth, has quickly become the alternative. The water level falls. Bore pumps go dry. This is a crisis that can only multiply. Can we do something? People like us, busy, who don't have much time to waste on thinking about water, but must because it affects our lives. Can we do something? We can. There is a way. All water that gathers on earth comes from rain. Rain falls from the sky. Can we catch it where it falls? This film is about those who have done precisely this. As a complement to piped water, as a fruitful supplement, they have caught water where it falls, to extreme profit.
2002, rainwater harvest was done in M.E. Chidambaram Stadium, Chennai. Fortunately for us, there is a stormwater drain running all around the ground. So what we did was only to
J. Kumar diverted the surface runoff from the playground into the storm drain, which runs all along the boundary. He later covered the drain with perforated slab to collect the runoff and built 21 percolation pits at regular intervals to recharge the aquifer. The overflow from the drain is diverted to an open well through a desilting chamber. Rainwater harvesting requires initiatives at the policy level. And more than that, it requires efforts at a community and individual level. When the British came to India, they called it a hydraulic society. They were amazed at the way communities managed their water resources. Every city of India was known by the name of its lake or pond. But British rule upset this relationship, and independent India did no better. We were told to get on with our jobs and forget about our water. The government would take care of it. We would get piped water. So the Indian people's basic bonding with water broke down. This has to be rebuilt. Tradition can only be strengthened by use of new technologies and appropriating it in the modern context. Water harvesting has the potential to meet most of our ecological, industrial, household and drinking water needs. It is a perfect tool to bring people closer to water again. We need to look at the other methods of conservation as well, such as recycling wastewater and using it in our daily lives. Reacquainting ourselves with the sources, rivers, lakes and groundwater from where our supply comes. In other words, getting to know the water better. As we saw in this film, the process of harvesting may vary from one region of this country to the other, but the principle remains the same. Catch water where it falls.